My name's Luke. I'm just going to be giving a talk on how the risk of having persistently high levels of stress can have an effect on your health. And just starting off with that, it has actually shown with sort of like a recent study that with that it can actually, with high levels of stress, it can increase the risk of you having a heart attack. Um, this has basically been a study which has just been confirmed by people in the US, which are actually working at a medical research centre over there, which that information is available on the NHS, where you can actually see all that information on there. It has actually been proven to show as well that with increased stress levels that you are more likely to develop in such things as paranoia, dementia, and other sort of stress related um, in things. You could have irritability. First, other signs of this are sort of sleeping problems as well. You're having problems with sleep, and you just can't sleep. That can be down to stress as well. Too much stress can basically lead to physical and physiological problems, such as I said, anxiety, which feelings can range from being uneasiness to severe paralysing of panic. This could be when you just feel out of breath and that you can't sort of, you feel very panicked in normal situations and you can't sort of calm yourself to bring yourself down to normal situations. It can lead to sort of constant dry mouth. It can make you sort of feel ill, like a churning of your stomach. It can lead to increased sweating, which can sort of, it can be quite an embarrassing thing. So, sort of that can affect you mentally on day to day life. As you might sort of layer up. You might not want to wear a t-shirt, as with increased stress can increase sweating, which can be quite embarrassing in situations to some people. It can sort of lead to shortness of breath as well, which can sort of have an effect on people day to day activities, such as even climbing stairs. You can have a shortness of breath, and this could lead to you sort of panicking a bit more, thinking, "Oh, I could be having a heart attack," or anything here. So it can sort of leave you at a state of even higher stress. It can also lead to depression as well. Medical research showed with them actually doing surveys and that there has been a 7% increase on patients going into the NHS from stress related problems, from illnesses, and everything else really, to do with stress like that. Some good tips of dealing with this is seeking out a doctor and seeking professional advice, psychiatrist, somebody you can really talk to and get these problems off your chest instead of keeping them inside, which can lead to a build-up of stress and sort of cause problems in the longer run. You can have stress balls, which are great. Just to sort of squeeze as hard as you can, sort of relieve that by using those stress balls, which is which has been a proven thing to help really release stress. Is good for such places in the workplace, as the workplace can be a high place where stress can be developed, where you're in high pressured situations, making sure you're getting plenty of rest as well. And maybe if you're not, then maybe trying a few sort of tips and techniques to try and put yourself to sleep, and also sort of keeping a diary as well can help as well with sort of stressful episodes, and sort of finding that trigger point of which sets you off, things that you may think of or things that other people may do, or other things that you might do which may set you off in those stressful situations. Because there can be very sort of high consequences of this. Medical studies on sort of the NHS have led to sort of people can comfort, drink, eat. They could even result to even taking drugs, and being there just to sort of feel alive and excited. At one point, this could, such things as this have led with stress studies that things can be led to, such as self harm or suicide. and you can sort of, as I've explained previously, mental health issues as well, and the cause of depression and loneliness. So using the tips that I've provided on here can really help with those, and sort of help with the cause of where people can adopt those unhealthy methods of drinking, smoking, and taking drugs, and comfort eating. So if you want to find out more information about this, the best place to signpost is really to go onto the NHS website. They have many sort of links on there and information and other things which can help, tips and phone lines, places where you can go to talk about these sorts of problems, and help out with those problems, and good tips on that. NHS is basically is a very reliable source, as it's the government. It's the government-run basis. Many professionals work in there and do the research. So it's people that really know what they're on about. So it's a good and reliable source to go to. But that's it. So thank you very much for listening to my video.